those catching this on YouTube, welcome back. It's been a long time since we've played any Final Fantasy 16. And my stream deck just isn't working. Yeah, no, it's supposed to select a new scene. Oh well, I will fix this later. Gameplay, what up, y'all? Okay. So we just beat Titan. It's the last thing we've done in game.
He cracked the crystal too.
We're gonna read our notes. Beautiful. Yeah. There's some hunts that we need to do. Hey, Torgal. Our buddy. Good boy.
Troops
Here for another of my lectures.
Oh, no,
Then I
I'm
bid
not,
you
actually.
good day.
Soul Stingers. Who's the ass? Okay. I'm gonna crack this one open. Oh, that's right. There's a side quest we have to do here. Oh, excuse me.
The finest fabric.
the most fragrant herbs and spices from the...
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Ooh, of course.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. And that's where I'll start.
Alright, we have our first quest. We're gonna prioritize it. Excuse me. South of us.
Yes,
No, I do have to go this way. Okay, yeah. 1 second. Yeah, he's with that one.
where's all the
Sorry.
Lights and buds!
Leave this shit
I'm
over
telling you,
there.
it's gone.
How are we for items? Okay, we're full up on items. There's gotta, yeah, 26,000. There's gotta be new abilities we can get. Damn, Earth and Fury looks like it's pretty useful. I think I'm gonna pick up Earth and Fury. And then we're gonna replace Raging Fists with Earth and Fury. So I have 3 alts. And Pile Driver's good, Wind Up's good, Rising Flames is good. Flames of Rebirth. Or Ignition. Well, we'll keep Flames of Rebirth for right now. He's way down there.
Ready, go?
You. Whoa.
Mother Crystal.
Okay.
Straight home now.
Thank you, girl. It's gotta be you.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. Now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the Fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then. Let's go. Faster!
I guess I could teleport back. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
The finest
The
fabric.
most fragrant herbs and spices from...
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. You damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Good on you, sir.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
You are very welcome, sir. Side quests in this game, you know, not very rewarding. But they do really,
It would make a fine gift.
like, they make the story in the world much more full. That's for sure.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Let's go. Faster! Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. He's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
Do we have a main quest as a side quest? Or a side quest as a main quest, I'm sorry? I think we do.
So this is stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Yeah, you know what this looks like? Loot. Come hither. Gillbug, worth it. Money. This really reminds me of Black Desert. Once you cross the Black Desert. Excuse me. Whoa.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
Excuse me.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Straight home now.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
What's my score? Speed is through the roof.
Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clyde. Do you fancy a walk? Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoiled little puppy and enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. Thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Don't give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts, put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Well, alright then.
Ready to go home, boy?
after the ultra climactic battle that we had. Oh, there's a shit ton of marks in this region. Let's explore a little bit. Yeah, after the battle that we had,
Let's go. Faster.
with Titan, kind of knew that the next bit of the game would be a little bit slower. It just needs to be. So I'm not awfully upset that, you know, these quests are a little fetch questy and, you know, just go do this, go do here, mill about in the sand. Because as much as I do want to put on get on with the story, I really want to force it, you know. Nice dodge.
Too slow. Too slow.
Sucks. Ow.
Too slow.
That thing, for a random enemy, was fucking tough. Alright. As much as I would like to dick around looking for those hunt things, let's just get out of here.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
I think we're helping Blackthorn help Sid's daughter make something.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then.
Yeah, that's what it
It'll take
is,
some
yeah.
time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
That's what it is. Mid.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
You cracked the
Where in the 5 stars do you have me going? Down here? Go up here. Excuse me.
It hasn't been.
I'm not lost.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Oh my god, Saito. And just zippity doo it on over there.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales.
Leave anything you don't need behind.
Why are we evacuating Lostwood? What's going on? Oh.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Why are we leaving? Oh, that's right. Cause yeah. Homeboy did something, pissed somebody off, and now he's running. You're gonna calzone for the first time. It's all right. You're young. It's all right. We'll forgive you for this time, but
Not here.
you've had tacos, right? Like you know what those are. Now that you said this is the first time you've had a calzone, I don't know if I can trust you on having eaten good food. You've had a calzone. Okay, you've had tacos before. Sushi. Do you know what that is? You don't have to like fish to like sushi. Actually, there's a lot of sushi that doesn't have fish in it. Anything wrapped in seaweed is technically sushi.
All right.
But some of the good stuff, like salmon, oh my god. A good Philadelphia roll is smoked salmon, cream cheese. And it's just delicious.
Be safe.
I don't like seaweed, but I do like weed. Of course you do. Just die. Philly cheesesteak, also a good food. I can't do it with onions and peppers because I'm allergic to them, but also a good
so
food.
much for coming. The ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home?
Mushrooms and mayo. Yeah, for sure. Slightly toasted bun.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Okay. What the hell?
Too slow.
You bitch.
Too slow.
Man. bitch. Yeah, Noctis is... I love Noctis. Clive is clearing most of the Final Fantasy VII main characters.
Things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Clive beats Venomox.
Don't let
Free,
us keep you.
easy.
We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Bro, it's not even close. You ain't seen nothing yet. Go to my YouTube channel, look at the most recent video that I just uploaded, then you'll understand. You will understand. You'll be like, oh yeah, Lord Venomox has the Force. Like, the Force ain't stopping what Clive is. What Clive can do. Yes, Black Riz. Like, welcome to 10 years ago.
When did you get so big?
Good boy. It's okay, though. We forgive you.
Do you see anything you like?
The enhancer? Damn, it is better than what I have.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Alright, so 2 seconds. I'm gonna put my wife to bed and grab another drink. my ladies are asleep. We dropped a couple frames there. My apologies. Where's my controller?
We're seeing troops amassing at every border. No surprises there.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. All done?
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what to do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Run around the entire hideaway. As if you have nothing better to do. I'm just the Sid.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Gav or Otto? Or Taria and Jill, sorry.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
We haven't had any time with Jill in a rather long time, so we're going to take...
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
It's like they know what's about to go on. They just know what's about to go down.
Now, where's Jill?
There's two. Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pig. Fresh cuts. Come and get them.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. I hope it's to your liking.
Shut up.
How
Racist.
the hell is anyone supposed
Buy, sell, or be gone. You're lucky to get that much. Not enough for you. Pity that. You're lucky to get that much.
Oh, I won't sell any of that. That
Good
shit.
riddance. That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Find anything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Absolutely.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. Wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
I knew it.
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you.
This is a sweet moment. I'm loving this.
Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Or at least, I think.
Well, I suppose we best be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Get it, boy!
No, no.
how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
No, at least it's Hippocrates, and it's like right here. Ah. Oof.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
It's so drunk too.
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
Did my stream
I
freeze?
was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When
It
both the
did.
shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Okay, 1 second.